Welcome to Telugu Prajala Sakshi Sakshi TV. I am Swarna. Vastu and Grahashastra Showki Swagatam Suswagatam. Today we are going to discuss about how can we solve our problems with Vastu and get the bright future. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Deepika Sanghi Gupta ji. Namaste Deepika ji, how are you? And welcome to the show.
Namaste Swarna ji, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, yes, if you have any questions and would like to consult Deepika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080 or you can email us at vastusakshitv@gmail.com. Without any further delay, let's start our show. So, Deepika ji, I have told so many of my friends about our Vastu show and the free consultation, and they can solve their lot of their problems. All they have to do is to send their floor plan through email so we can discuss about it. So I have already got an email from one of my friend and which I already shared with you. So
Yeah.
before my friend joined our call, so did you want to say anything about the floor plan, Ms. Deepika ji?
Yeah, I have worked on her floor plan, the deep work I have done. So I'm just ready with all the answers. I hope and I wish that I solve her problems through the beautiful energies of Vastu. And definitely the questions which she has sent us earlier, so we can work on it. I can see those problems in this house. So I'm very much positive that through this consultations, session, she will be having a lot of health, wealth, prosperity, and happiness in her life.
Awesome. So Deepika ji, now Navratri days are going on, which are like very auspicious. So before my friend joined, I would like to ask you a few questions on that. Like this Navratri days, we do a lot of chantings, prayers everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So in the house, which direction we should do? Because normally everybody keeps their mandir on one part of the house, but
Yeah.
when there are more people over for the chanting, they usually switch switch the place of the god from mandir and they'll put somewhere to where everybody can sit and chant. So
Yeah.
where do you suggest people to put the god, like which direction and all?
See, Navratri is basically about goddess Durga. And it is like, the goddess Durga is killing the demons and, bringing peace and light to the planet Earth. So, the usually people say that the Northeast is the best direction for the temple, and which is true also. The Northeast is, it is good for everybody. Though sometimes in special cases, we even refer the horoscopes, the Vedic horoscopes, and then also we guide that your mother should be placed in such and such direction so that you can get more of the health, wealth, prosperity, and happiness. So Northeast is definitely one of the universal direction to keep your mandir and do the chantings. But
Okay.
at the same time, in Navratri, placing the idol or a picture of a goddess Durga in the southeast corner of the house bring lots of prosperity and blessings of the goddess. Like in the southeast, keep place the idol of goddess Durga for these 9 days, and then in the morning and in the evening, light a desi ghee diya, a ghee diya in front of her, because the ghee, when we light the ghee diya in front of the god, it removes a lot of negativity of the house. So
Okay.
it should be done, yeah. And then it has always been said in all the, our spiritual textbooks that the evening, when in the evening after the sunset, we offer that light to the God. It is called Deepadam. So, it has a lot of, yeah, it gives you a lot of punyas, and then it also wave off many sins. So that is very good. And, that showing that light to the God, the supreme light, brings light in your life also. Light of love, light of knowledge, light of happiness. So light of all the things.
But Deepkaji, suddenly I remembered something. You said ghee will bring a lot of positivity in the house, right? But I
Yeah.
saw so many people lighting the lamp with coconut oil, sesame oil, like sesame seeds oil, like lot of till, like till oil, basically that one, and they use like castor oil. Like I've seen some
Yeah.
people doing it too. So, do you think is there anything specifically the reason why people choose the different oils? Is just everything is good?
See, sometimes the oils are chosen according to the areas also. So, but when we light the desi ghiya, the ghee lamp in front of any god, then that is, brings maximum positive energy. Like the sesame oil, the mustard oil, we light these diyas also, but they are more related to, the graha shantis. The when the planets are giving you bad results, at that time also you pick a special oil and lit the diya in front of the god. But when you light the desi ghee diya, the ghee diya in the front of the god, it brings, all kind of happiness, prosperity in the life. So that is something that everybody should do and anybody can do.
Okay, and that's, I mean, that's kind of knowing the reason or what is better to do.
Yeah.
So, because you said like northeast is the universal best direction to keep the god. So, do you
Yeah.
any one direction we should avoid keeping the god?
There is not only one direction, there are many directions where the god should be totally avoided.
Okay.
So, yeah, there are many. Like, let's say if you have kept the god or your temple in the eastern side of the southeast, then you will always find the people complaining to the god that, I keep on praying so much, you never listen to me, other people are rising. So, that kind of jealousy comes into the family. Similarly, if let's say the temple is in the western side of the northwest, then also it brings a lot of complaining, and then lot of arguments even with the god. And then slowly and slowly, everybody in the house will stop praying. They will stop believing in the god. So that is why, northeast is one of the universal directions. Anybody can keep their temple over there. And otherwise, then just in this Navratri, if we worship in the southeast, or sometimes see the houses are small, you cannot shift your temple from here to there, or you cannot, place one idol in that direction. Then just sit in the southeast and chant the mantras of Goddess Durga. That will also bring lots of, positive energy.
For clarifying this, because Navratri days, lot of places these chantings are going on and they're having these kind of questions everywhere. So it's better to know the answer from specialists like you. So you had told us about that. So when it comes to not just the Navratri days, like you told us about the deep. So is there any specific time you suggest everyone to light a lamp, like in the morning and evening? You said.
See, in the morning, anytime, like as early as it's possible, right? So that is the best time. Like it is said in the meditations also that 3 to 4 is the diamond time. Like if you can wake up and if you take a shower and just sit in the front of the god, lit the lamp, and slowly and slowly start chanting, that brings the diamond energy. And then 4 to 5 is a gold, 5 to 6 is silver, and after that you can pray anytime. So as early as possible, which is also called Brahma Muhurat, right? So the 2 hours before the sunrise is the divine energies are very much active at that time. It's a very good time. Similarly, in the evening, after the sunset, anytime you can light the diya. And see, this lightning of Diya is mentioned whether it's Bhagavad Mahapuran, whether it's Shiv Mahapuran, whether it's Agni Puran, Narad Puran, in all the Puranas, in all the holy books, in all the spiritual books, it is mentioned that after the sunset, we should always offer that light to the God
Okay.
so that He can, sparkle that light inside us.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's really great, Deepika ji.
Yeah.
Deepika ji, my friend Samruddhi from Atlanta has just joined our call and she's ready to ask you so many of her questions and doubts and get the clarification from you so she can have peaceful life in the house. So, hi Samruddhi. Deepika ji is right here and welcome to the show.
Hi, my name is Samriddhi. I'm from Atlanta and I've been watching Dr. Deepika's shows for a very long time and I've been really enjoy uh, hearing her talk about Vastu. So that's why I've asked Swarna to please ask my queries from Dr. Deepika, and I'm really thankful that you have considered my queries. So, Dr. Deepika, my first question is regarding my health and my family's health. So, me and my brother have been experiencing headache for a really long time in our house. So, is it related to Vastu? And if yes, so how can we cure it?
Okay, so yes, it is related to Vastu because the northeast in your house is cut, and then you have kept an iron table also there. So I would suggest that just spread one yellow mat over there, or a rug, some kind of cloth on the floor, whatever is easy for you guys to do. And the second thing is that remove that iron table from there. You got it, Samriddhi?
Yeah.
And let me know whether you guys are able, because I can see it's a one bedroom apartment. So would it be easy for you to remove that iron table from there?
Yeah, I can work on that.
You can work on that. That's good. And then just spread some kind of a yellow cloth on the floor, or some kind of rug or carpet. And it should not be very dark yellow color. It should be a very, very light yellow color.
So you told us to move the iron table and put the yellow mat, right?
Yeah.
So by taking the iron table, do you think that will help them to come out of the headaches? Like, how are these related? I kind of want to know. Like, by placing the yellow mat and taking the iron table away from there.
See, in as I have said earlier also in my shows, that Ayurveda, astrology, and Vastu are interrelated. They are interconnected. So, in their house, according, if I see the medical Vastu in this house, so at the place where we can see the headaches, the migraines, and all, so there a heating element is kept. They have kept their iron table. The iron is there. So, if they will be removing that, that will heal the energies of the house. See, the energies of the house is just like the human energy. If I say that, like we ladies, okay, now if we wear the bangle on the forehead, it will not look nice. It will
Right.
irritate us, and then people will make fun of us, right? But
Right.
if we wear the bangle in the hand, then that will look beautiful also. So similarly, in the house is also just like a human being, as in the Vastu Shastra, if people have seen the drawings, then it shows the Kal Purush, the Vastu Purush. It's like a human body only. So everything is defined in the Vastu, that where we should keep them. And sometimes if we keep them on the wrong place or exactly on the wrong energy field, then that creates the problem.
Okay. Nice.
So if we will remove the iron table from there, or if they cannot remove the iron table, if they remove just the iron from that table, that will also be a good sign for them.
Okay. Okay. If the top of the table is iron, if she removes that, even that is kind of equally valid.
Yes, that is also good, because see, iron is a heat, and
Yes.
in according to the medical Vastu, it is on the very wrong zone. So once it will be removed, then they will see the benefit factors of that. Then they will see the good points, good energies also. They will experience that.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Deepika ji. So, Samruddhi, please go ahead with your next question.
So my second question is for my brother. So usually he do good in his college. I mean, he's good in studies, but since some time he's not doing that good. His grades are being not that fine that as it should be. So do you suggest some Vastu remedies that I can do for him so that he can improve his studies?
Okay. So for him, what course he is doing? Can you let me know, please, so that I can guide more specifically?
Sure, he's doing MBA.
Okay, if he is doing MBA, I would suggest that where your dining room is, keep a table over there and make him sit over there facing the bedroom side. That would be good, because at that energy field is best for the children doing the MBA. So if where he sits right now.
So right now he sits near the kitchen.
Okay, so just is it easy for you, and is it possible for you to make a study over there near the dining?
Yeah, we can work on that.
Okay, so if you can work, I would say just keep a table and chair over there, just facing the bedroom of the house.
Samruddhi, after I heard your question, I want to ask one question to Deepika ji. Deepika ji, like Samruddhi said, if some people are living in the small, one bedroom house where they need a lot of ventilation to study or do any work, which
Yeah.
will not be available all the directions of the house, obviously. So,
Yeah.
what can they do if the direction is not going, where they are going to study, the direction is not that great? What can they do?
See, usually I say to relocate.
Okay.
But if it's a very small place and they cannot relocate, like brother and sister living in this apartment, right? So if they cannot relocate, they don't have too much option, then I give some other remedies. That's why I was asking her that, let me know if you can relocate or not. And she said that yes, we can work on that. If she'll say no, then I'll give the other options. But first, I'm giving the best option. What is the best for them to get it done? Then in the Vastu also, we have the first option, second option, third option. But definitely the results vary. Because the first option can give you 100% results, the second can give you just 70% results. So it depends on that. And then it also depends like what course we are doing. Like for the medicines, I would have suggested some other direction. For engineering, I would have suggested some other direction. So that also depends.
Awesome. Thank you, Deepika ji. Okay, Samruddhi, please go ahead with your next question.
Dr. Deepika, I've been following your show since a very considerable time, and I've been hearing from you that the washroom shouldn't be in the northeast. But as I saw my house plan, I saw that my washroom is in northeast. So, do you have any remedies to cure it?
First of all, do you guys own this apartment or it's a rental apartment?
It's a rental apartment.
I would say that whenever it's possible for you and as early as it's possible for you, please just shift from this place, because a northeast toilet is something, a house on the ventilator, like just like a human body, or we can say a house on the coma. So I would not suggest to you guys to be here for more longer time. If you guys can shift from here, it is possible for you, then I would suggest that yes, please shift from here.
Don't you have any remedies for this?
Control the energies, which will definitely heal the energies, but will not cure the energies. It can only just control, cannot cure. And the headache related problem, one of the reason is this also. So I would say that as I have sent the pictures to you through the email, so just put the very light yellow color tape around this toilet, first thing, the way I have shown you in the video and the way I have shared that pictures with you. The second thing is that always keep some rock salt in a bowl over there. Whenever that rock salts get, melts down, then just flush it and keep new rock salt in a bowl over there.
Deepika ji, I was about to ask you that because, not everyone can move out from apartment right away because of the lease and the contracts. So I was about to ask you, is there anything they can do, like, small thing, like how you said about the keeping the rock salt in a bowl, that will definitely bring some positivity in the house, right?
Yeah. Yeah, see, Swarnaji, actually what happens, this northeast toilet, I always have said in earlier videos also, earlier shows also, that this northeast toilet is something like when the house is on ventilator.
Yes.
A kitchen and a toilet in the northeast is, something very much against of Vastu. The kitchens used to be good in the earlier times when the ladies were sitting on the floor, when you don't cook non-vegetarian food in the kitchen. Then the northeast kitchen is good. But for the washroom, it is not at all advisable. So like she said that it's a rental apartment, so they can shift once their lease gets off. So I would say that don't renew the lease then again and then shift from here. But always avoid living in a house which has a northeast toilet. It is something which is not treatable at all. Though whatever people say that doing this remedy, that remedy can cure, no ways. The northeast toilet can never be cured. Never be cured. It's my experience of 18 years. It can never be cured. You always get some or the other bad results of northeast toilet. Especially the health of, each and every individual gets deteriorated. So never be in a house which has a northeast toilet.
Okay. Thank you, Deepika ji. So, Samruddhi, please go ahead with your next question.
That's all for me. Thank you so much, Dr. Deepika, for helping me out. And thank you, Swarna, for connecting us.
Thank you, Samruddhi, for calling and whatever the information Ms. Deepika ji gave you. So, I hope you will solve those problems and have a better, bright future.
Yeah, of course.
So, Deepika ji, you have given us a lot of information about how we can solve the problems in the house, and you have told us a little bit about Navaratri days, this prayer, direction of the God, and about the deep, like, lighting the lamp too. So now I've seen a lot of people, we chant and they pray the God with flowers, right? Do you prefer any specific flowers which we can use to pray Goddess Durga?
I would suggest lotus. She loves a lotus, and the second is like rose flower. So these two are the favorite flowers, and even the hibiscus. So these three flowers are the favorites of goddess Durga. See, the goddess Durga, which is also one of the, like goddess Parvati. So the goddess Parvati, she has all those nine swarups, like all the, forms of the goddess. And each and every form of the goddess loves the lotus, the rose, or the hibiscus flowers, the red color hibiscus flowers. Yeah.
Okay, so now you told us about the flowers. I have a sudden and one more thing I want to ask you, Deepika ji. So, Goddess Durga rides on lion, I mean tiger, right?
Yeah.
So, I want to know. Yeah, I mean, usually in the house, can we keep like the photo pictures, like pictures of tiger or lion, anything in the house? Do you suggest people to do that?
See, these Navratris are basically, the form of good over evil, right? So Goddess Durga came into these, these Navratris to, kill the demon Mahishasur, and then bringing that peace, love, and light to the people. So, basically to the Devtas. So, the lion and tiger are definitely the symbol of energy, symbol of, the lion is as known as the, king of the jungle. So it is the symbol of that, courage, that power. But in the house, we don't need that. Like in the home, we need love, we need compassion, we need to understand each other. We don't need to put our power on each other. We don't want to dominate each other, right?
Yes.
So there is no need of keeping such pictures in the house. If you want to keep any animals, the swans, peacock, birds, they are the good. Like because see, the energy, each and everything has energy attached to it. So in the house, we don't have to go for a war. In the house, when we see, if let's say if one of the family members become his energies or her energies become bad, then we try to solve the problem. We don't want the war to happen, right?
Yes.
We avoid those situations where we come into a war kind of a situation. Even the cold war has to be avoided in the house, right? So we
Yes.
have to put a lot of, love, a lot of unconditional love in the family. So we don't need these pictures over there. It
Okay.
the line, emblem or line statues are good in the, business houses, because there you have to fight with your competitors. And
Yes.
there is cutthroat competition in the business, so there it's good. But at the home, you give up. Like when you lose, it's you only winning,
Yeah. Yeah. That
right?
that's yes.
So you don't want to win with the family members. Like if you have to lose, that's okay. The situation should be under the control. So no need to keep such idols or pictures in the home. The wild animals should be totally avoided.
Okay, I mean even elephant, Deepika ji, because they say Gaja Lakshmi, like elephant is also goddess Lakshmi, like symbol of like that. So can they keep elephant pictures or a lot of places I've seen someone is having that elephant dant, like the
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
are those things are okay to keep in the house?
See, it is, there are two school of thoughts here. First of all, elephants, they are okay to keep, because elephants, they have very calm energy. They don't fight with anybody. The second thing about the elephants is that they always move in the group. So they have that, thing how to run a family, right? They always move in a group, and they don't attack anybody on their own first, right? So they are very calm. So that's okay. But the another thing is that in astrology, we consider Rahu as the elephant. So if you're running through the Rahu Madasha and you have kept the elephants here and there, then that can bring trouble for you. So avoid keeping too much statues or only the cut faces of the elephant. Avoid doing that in the house.
Okay.
Peacocks, birds, swans, they are the best energies to keep in the house.
Okay. This is so awesome, Deepika ji. I know you help a lot of people, like, more than the show. But this is like, I'm really loving the way you're doing here, because usually it costs lots of money, but you're taking everyone's, float plan and you're ready to help them for no cost. So,
Yes.
viewers, if you have any questions, please make sure you send your floor plans to us, and you can get the benefit of a Vastu and have a better and bright future. So, Deepika ji, I have just a small one more question. Last question. I'm like talking to Samruddhi, hearing all the questions she has. So, like she have mentioned, like, small houses, like, small apartments with not many opportunities or not many choices of moving the stuff around. So you told, like, the best way is to move out of that apartment, right? So,
Yes, yes.
in the meanwhile, like you said, but if the apartment direction is not in a right way, if
Hmm.
they keep the God in northeast and keep the bowl of salt, and is there any, like, small important things which they can do in the meanwhile? Like you have already mentioned a few, but I'm just asking, like, any other more positivity things which can bring in the house.
Yes, I would suggest first of all, keep the apartment clean. Keep it best ventilated. Like, open the windows in the morning, and then open if you can, then open the patio door, and then let the fresh air come inside the house. That also controls a lot of negativity. That also, diminish a lot of negativity. And then, always keep your temple clean and keep the temple in the northeast so that you can get that positive vibrations from the god, so that you can get the blessings from the god. So these two things are there that follow. If you cannot do anything in the vastu, anything, just follow these two things. That will also help.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Deepika ji. This is really going to help Samruddhi, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna have bright future, and I should say, like, less headache problems or less focus problems or any kind of problems.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, see, we have started this thing, a new thing in our show, just to help people so that whosoever cannot afford this expensive science, but a very doable science, a very scientific thing. So, I just want to help people through it, that whosoever can take the benefit, whosoever can make their life good, whosoever can be more happy and prosperous. So, I'm there for you and I can guide you through this show.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Deepika ji. And viewers, this is such a great news and a great opportunity. So any one of you could be that one lucky person to get help with the Deepika ji every week. So for that, all you have to do is send us your floor plan to vastusakshitv@gmail.com, or you can call us at 732-979-2080 and discuss with Deepika ji about your floor plan, your issues, and we can definitely assure you that you will have some solution to come out of your problem. So once again, thank you so much, Deepika ji, for your time and helping us to understand how Vastu can really change the life and, less our problems.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Swarnaji.
Thank you. So next week we will be coming back with another interesting topic and another lucky person's floor plan, and we're going to help them to find the best future. So for Vastu and Grahasastra Shoki, once again, thank you so much. This is Swarna signing off. You're watching Telugu Prajala Manasakshi, Sakshi TV.